Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our presentation. I'm Amanda Luttrell, Bronze Presidential with Manitech, and I'd like to welcome our guest tonight. I want to thank you all for coming. And if you could be so kind as to, you can see below, there's a little chat box. If you could just go in there and let people know who invited you tonight, we would just love to know how you got invited to the meeting, and we just want to welcome you so much. So our presentation tonight's going to be about a half an hour. And what we'll be doing is showing you a presentation on Manitech. And just to kind of preempt what we're doing, I want to tell you what we're looking for tonight. We're looking for people that would like to try the products. We're looking for people that would like to try the products but get them for free. And thirdly, we're looking for people that would like to join our team, make a little extra money or a full-time income. And so you can see where you might fit by the end of the presentation tonight. But one thing we want you to promise the person that invited you, that after you watch the presentation, if you don't have an interest in the business, don't be afraid to tell them that. We are only looking for people that really want to make, extra money or a full-time income from the business side, products aside from that. So we're looking for people that really want to make a change in their life, and let them know that. If it's not for you, don't be afraid to tell them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and introduce our amazing speaker, who's also a very good friend of mine, Wendy Kramer and Dawn. And they have been with Manitech for 18 years. They credit their simple system of sharing with others, following up and teaching others to do the same for their consistent growth. Their focus is on developing leaders. They are recognized as one of the top 20 outstanding business builders in Manitech for 6 years consecutively. They are one of the top income earners in the company, have also received the 2 highest awards the company bestows, which is Business Builder of the Year and the award for the most new business development in a single year. Having reached the highest level of the company, Platinum Presidentials, they thrive on empowering others to live up to their full potential and to fulfill their dreams. Wendy is known for her practical and dynamic trainings. And just before you start, Wendy, I need to tell everybody on this call that it was Wendy that prepared the power presentation. Paulette and Ron, myself, gave input, but really she's the one that worked tirelessly for hours and hours and hours to get it ready for all of us to be able to use to explode our businesses. So Wendy Kramer, it's my privilege to hand the call over to you.
Well, thank you very much, Mandy, and thank you, Ron and Paulette, for your help as well on this presentation. We're so excited to be sharing with you tonight, and I really want to welcome those of you who are here for the first time, just taking a look at Manitech and what we have to offer, and you should thank the person who invited you because they really care about you and have your best interests in mind. So it's great to be with all of you, and I am going to share my screen with you now here, so we're just going to switch screens in a second. All right. Okay, and okay. Okay, so we're ready to get going. So I wanted to just tell y'all, I'm so glad that you came tonight and that you are taking a look at this business and what we have to offer. And I really want to encourage you to look at this with an open mind. It's really, today, that's the smartest way to be. And I want to congratulate you for taking the time tonight to come on the call so that you could really look at some things that are new that are going on. It's a really smart place to be today to be open-minded to other ideas and things that are happening in our world. And, and to see if there isn't something out there that could really be a vehicle to help you maybe reach your financial and lifestyle goals a little faster. So before we get started, I'd like to tell you my story, if that's okay with you. My husband and I owned a conventional business, a trucking business for 25 years. And it was a very good business. We made a really nice 6-figure income. But it was very stressful as well. It had a lot of overhead. It demanded a lot of our time. We had a $6 million line of credit at the bank and lots of liabilities. And after 25 years, we decided that we would sell out, and we thought that our plan was that we were going to have a nice retirement out of that. But instead, what happened, and I won't go into a lot of detail other than just to say that some not so nice IRS things happened, and we found ourselves actually starting over and looking for a way to get back the kind of income that we had had with our trucking company. And it was in 1998 that we were kind of sitting kind of where you are tonight, looking at this opportunity. Only I have to tell you, back then, we saw a presentation with an overhead projector. So we've come a long way since those days. But we learned about some wealth secrets and an option to change our future. And fortunately, I'm so thankful my husband saw this. We were open-minded and we jumped in. I hope you're going to be open-minded tonight too, because you might just see something that will change your future as well. Well, it was 19 years ago that we joined. And in 5 years' time, we not only replaced the income that we had from our trucking company, but we also doubled that. And you know what's crazy about that is that we did that. Instead of with our trucking company, we had 350 over-the-road trucks and 450 employees. But now with just cell phones and laptops, we've been able to replace the income that we had and actually have a better income today than we ever did with our trucking company. And because of the changes that we've seen in our life, we are passionate about helping others to achieve their goals and to share some secrets with you that really are exciting today. So let me ask you a question. When we talk about secrets to wealth, I'm not just talking about making more money, although I have to say that making money is right up there with oxygen. But let me ask you a question. What would you like to change about your life to experience really true wealth for yourself and for your family? In addition to making money, what would you like? Would you like to have less stress from your boss, or maybe you'd like just less of a boss, period? Would you like to be able to decide when you take off work and not have to get permission to take a day off? I love the fact that if my kids or my grandkids have something going on, I don't have to ask anybody permission to go to a ball game or to go to a school function. I am my own boss, and I love that. Is your idea of a wealthy life, does it include maybe more family time, or being able to actually sit down to dinner with your family in the evening rather than running to a second job? Or is your idea of wealth maybe being able to smash your alarm clock, or at least being able to only use your alarm clock when you need to make sure you wake up early in the morning to catch your plane on your next vacation? Maybe you want to be a stay-at-home mom or dad. I love it when parents get to come home and be full-time parents. And we see that happen a lot. So that is totally doable. Or would you like to feel that what you're doing is making a difference to others? So if there's something more of wealth that you would like to create, I hope that you're going to listen with an open mind tonight. Jim Rohn says, I love Jim Rohn, and he says, you cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change the direction overnight. So what I have to share with you might just be the start of a new direction for you. So let's talk about some of the changes that are happening in our world today. They are happening rapidly. And just consider some of these things that we've seen in just the last few years. We take Uber instead of cabs. We use PayPal instead of banks. We book ourselves into the Airbnb instead of hotels. We get our evening news rather from Dan Rather or CNN. We get our evening news on Facebook. Netflix has pretty much replaced Blockbuster, and Apple has now changed the way we totally communicate and the way we connect with others. So lots of changing taking place. And because of this, it's innovations, all these new innovations are creating a new paradigm. It's replacing the employee and employer relationship with opportunities for aspiring entrepreneurs to cash in. It's ushered in what's being called as the U economy. And what's really exciting to me is that this opportunity is an opportunity for you to make money and create a lifestyle that you really desire for yourself and your family. And the opportunities in this youth economy are endless. Everywhere you look, people are starting to supplement or even replace their income. They're supplementing their income with things like online buyer and seller communities like eBay and Nextdoor, or direct selling or contract work, freelance for just about anything that you can imagine. That's why it's being called the you economy. It's really about what works for you, not what works for your boss. So the thing that we used to see is that climbing the corporate ladder was kind of the thing that, that was kind of your goal. After college, you get a good job, and then you just stay with that job forever. And people were climbing the corporate ladder, but nowadays that is totally not the case. Entrepreneurship is in. It's a time where you can earn income in your spare time, in sitting in an airport lounge or sitting around a kitchen table or a coffee shop. It's where new business is started and financial security can be achieved all by just taking advantage of this new connected culture that we have. So with this in mind, let's look at some secrets to really creating wealth today. With the paradigm shift that we've seen, this is the perfect time for us to take hold of some really critical secrets in wealth that maybe you already know about, but we want to reinforce those and show you how they fit with the new economy. So secret number one is that business owners make the most money. This is a popular diagram of the cash flow quadrants that a well-known investor and financial educator created. His name is Robert Kiyosaki. And it shows that everyone falls into one of these categories of earning income. The E and the S quadrant represent the majority of the people, 90%, who either have jobs or are self-employed. They're trading time for dollars. But look at the percentages here. The people on this side, there's 90% of the people there, but they only control about 10% of the wealth. But on the other side of the chart is the business owner and the investor. And they've learned to develop systems and leverage people working for them. Plus, they've also learned how to get money working for them. But only 10% of the people are on this side. But that side controls 90% of the wealth. So it's pretty obvious that the place that you really want to be is the business owner side. And, you probably already knew this, but maybe you have kind of dismissed that and figured that there wasn't much you could do about it. How could you possibly move from the left side of the quadrant over to the right side without a huge capital investment? And, like for my husband starting the trekking company, that took millions of dollars of investment. But we've got a better idea to share with you tonight. A lot of people are starting to realize that they need to make a change in the way they're earning income. In fact, many are actually being forced into it. They want to be their own boss and call the shots. Because so many jobs are disappearing today because of new innovations and technologies, more people are having to really look outside of a regular job and are being forced into business ownership. One of the ways that's become really popular lately is being a Lyft or Uber driver. And, Forbes magazine reported recently that hundreds of thousands of people are becoming Uber drivers every month. But I also heard a statistic recently that 85% of Uber drivers make less than $200 a month. And unfortunately, they're still trading time for dollars. But there's a limit to how much money that they can make because, we all have the same amount of time in a day. So here's secret number two. And this one, you may already know this, but business owners pay less taxes. Employees are actually taxed before they ever see their check. And, it's usually a pretty hefty sum that's taken out of the paycheck. But a business owner gets to live his life and pay taxes on what's left over. I think that's the way to be. And I kind of like where that guy's doing his work out there on the beach. But there's, it's business owners on average can save $483 a month having a home business. But so you might be thinking that, I can definitely see that business ownership is where you can create more wealth, but how can I become a business owner? There's just too much capital investment needed. Well, here's secret number 3 is that business ownership is actually easier than you think. And I love this quote by Robert Kiyosaki. And I'll remind you of this about keeping an open mind, that people who refuse to open their minds to new strategies seldom become rich. Well, Robert Kiyosaki and Warren Buffett say that the best way and the easiest way to create business ownership is by owning a network marketing business. And here's some reasons why they say that. First of all, there's low startup expenses. With the company that I'm going to show you tonight, only $49, so you can relax. I'm not asking you to get out your checkbook or your credit card for a big amount of money. That's crazy. Just $49 can start a business compared to what conventional businesses are. There's also huge tax advantages. We'll talk about that more in a little bit. There's time freedom. You can work from anywhere, especially today. You can work all around the world. You leverage off other people's work and other people's time. There's also unlimited earning potential, unlike a salaried job. And then my favorite is ongoing residual income. So you might be thinking in the back of your mind, oh, that's just one of those pyramid things. But here's secret number 4. I love this. Everything is a pyramid. Look at where you work. Life in general is a pyramid. Where you work is a pyramid. There's the worker bee, the employees, and then there's the middle management and the vice presidents, and then there's the CEO. And you can see the flow of money there, from the littlest they can get by paying you up to the CEO that makes the most. But where you work, the government, the military, all those things are pyramid. But here is the good news, is that with network marketing, you can be the one on the top of the pyramid. And I think that's pretty exciting. You can make all the money you want. So let's just pause for a minute and think about how your lifestyle could change if you owned your own business. The average tax savings, I said before, was about $483 a month by having a home business. And that's about $5,000 a year. Now, my CPA sends out a newsletter each month. In almost every newsletter, he is recommending to his clients that they consider joining a network marketing business, especially for the tax deductions. And we actually have a little phone app that we can show you personally to help you figure out what your savings could possibly be with, as far as tax deductions and savings with a home business. But just for fun, let's just take the average of $483. So imagine how your lifestyle could change with an extra $5,000 a year. So would you take a vacation that maybe you've been putting off taking, or would you maybe buy a new car or pay off some debt a little bit faster? There's a lot of things that you could start. $500 a month makes a pretty big difference in somebody's budget. But let's start to really dream. Let's think, what could you do if you were making $5,000 extra every month? Would you want to quit your job and do this full time? Would you want to bring your wife or your husband home from work? Maybe pay your college loan off, or get completely debt free? There's some, you can start to make some pretty good choices at that point. But let's take it a step further. What if you were making $5,000 a week? And, here's where your life can change big time. Now you have some options. Maybe you'd become a larger donor for your favorite charity, or you'd buy a bigger home. Maybe your home is just bursting at the seams with your family and you need more space. Maybe you'd take a vacation every month instead of once a year. That's what we kind of like to do. Or maybe you'd surprise, I love this, is to surprise a single mom who's really struggling financially, surprise her with a new car. There's so many options you can make at this point. And I don't share these with you as pie in the sky. I know that these are very, very achievable for you. And, you know, William Arthur Ward says, if you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can become it. And so I'm going to show you a vehicle that will make any of these things possible for you. So let's look at what is really so special about network marketing over the normal way that people buy and sell. You know, there's really two ways that we buy and sell in our world today. It's either through retail sales, or the rest is pretty much direct selling and network marketing. So I'm going to give you a simple explanation of retail selling. Retail is where you pay them. Say you go buy a product at Walmart and you really like it, and so you tell others about it. Maybe you even write a 5-star review about it, and you have friends that go to, you know, Costco or Walmart, and they buy that same product. You don't get one single penny or even a thank you out of that. But in network marketing, they pay you. So in this case, the network marketing company pays you to be the advertiser of their products. So you tell other people about products that you love, and the company pays you for leveraging your sphere of influence, you know, your influence through Facebook, Twitter, social media, and you get to earn income through customer referrals and product sales. This is leveraging the power of connecting people and building teams. And this leads me to secret number 5. Secret number 5 is that smart business uses leverage. And, you know, with an employee is getting paid for just their own 40 hours of work. But when you join with others and you leverage other people's influence and other people's times with yours by building teams and then training your team, then the sky is the limit how high you can go. So here's a great example of leverage. And maybe you've seen this before, but which would you take? Would you take $10,000 or the value of a penny doubled every day for 30 days? Well, I hope you'd take the penny doubled every day for 30 days because you'd have over $5 million. And that doesn't look like it's possible, but do the math. It really does happen. So, you know, you can do the same thing with leveraging people. You create teams. And can you imagine if you count up your Facebook friends and then you invite 5 of your friends on your team, and they bring their Facebook friends, and then they introduce that to their Facebook friends. That's leveraging. And your friends and their friends and others, soon you'd have a huge organization, and you would benefit from the efforts of all of them. So now you're probably thinking, okay, I see it. So how do I choose the right company? There's so many companies out there. How can I choose the company that's best for me? Well, here's some things that you want to look for in a company. Some of the criteria, if you really want to find a solid company, are they leading in the major trends? And are they expanding globally? Do they have products that you can be proud to represent? Are their products in demand and consumable? Now that's a really important one, consumable, because you don't want to be selling something like water filters or jewelry that people buy now and then. You want to be representing something that people buy on a monthly, ongoing basis. That creates ongoing income. Also, are they a difference maker? Can you make a difference by being with this company? And can you create ongoing income? And is there training and coaching to help you to be successful? So let's look first about trends. There's 2 really huge trends today. Health and wellness is one, and this is a huge movement. There's actually over $3 trillion in this industry now. There's just a move towards prevention and staying healthy. Healthcare costs are just soaring, so more and more people are taking their health into their own hands. And there's a real move to eating healthier, organic foods. Have you noticed how many organic foods are now offered in the grocery stores? So many non-GMO type foods. And there's health food stores and fitness centers popping up everywhere. physical activity, fitness is in, and staying healthy is in. The other mega trend is, like we've mentioned already, is network marketing. Manufacturers now are seeing this trend is the perfect solution for really a world where people really trust word of mouth advertising and the reviews they see online over the expensive commercials on TV. And with jobs being replaced by technology, entrepreneurship is just making sense. And look at this statistics: over 55,000 people are joining network marketing every week in the U.S. alone, and this is becoming quickly approaching $200 billion a year in sales. So it is definitely the place to be. And our company is right at the sweet spot between health and wellness and network marketing. So I'm proud to introduce you to our company, to Mannatech. And we have been with this company, like I said earlier, for 19 years. But Mannatech has been around since 1994, for 23 years now. And that's so good, because that means this is not a startup company. It has a solid foundation, a strong company that is debt-free. Mannatech is also headquartered here in Dallas, Texas. And it's a safe company. It operates compliantly. It operates according to our laws in the land. And unlike many startup companies who will cut corners and operate non-compliantly, they're getting shut down every week, and every day you hear about another company being shut down. But Mannatech has proven it does things with the utmost of integrity in abiding by the laws. And Mannatech is also aggressively expanding around the globe in 27 countries now. We just recently opened in China with e-commerce, so that is very exciting as well. So it's definitely expanding. Mannatech is also a very unique company. They have proprietary products, which means no one else has what we have. We have 131 patents worldwide. That's more patents on our nutrition technologies than any other nutrition company out there. And actually, this was the reason what my husband saw about Mannatech when we joined, was that we had proprietary products, which makes for a very good and stable business. Mannatech is also dependable. They have paid out over $2 billion in commissions, and they've never once been late on a paycheck. They are also a trustworthy company and transparent. They're traded on NASDAQ, so everything that they do is open to public scrutiny. So these things can make you really feel safe and assured in your business, that you can build a business that's going to stay around and be here as a legacy for your children, and actually for your grandchildren. It's actually willable. You could will it to your next generation. So you want a company that's going to be around for the long haul. So Mannatech is also a company you can trust. Mannatech has made history with their discovery of the importance of glyconutrients. And the glyconutrient discovery has supports the immune system, especially the cellular communication in the body. We are also the global innovators of plant-based nutrition, real food nutrition, and products that really work. In fact, we are so sure that they're going to work for people that Mannatech puts 180-day satisfaction on our products. And that is phenomenal. That is really unheard of in the industry, especially when you consider we have an amazing fat loss system. To guarantee a fat loss system for 6 months, that's pretty amazing. So if you're into science, you can check out more about Mannatech Science at mannatechscience.org. You'll be interested to know we have 17 human clinical studies on our technologies and 12 double-blind placebo studies. So Mannatech has made history in the past with our glyconutrients, and we're making even greater history now with our new technologies. And we hope we're going to be making history with you on board with us as well. So becoming a Mannatech associate is a great way to start taking control of your life and changing your lifestyle, but at the same time getting healthy with our amazing products. So, you know, when we got started, we figured that we better take care of our body and take care of our brain because, you know, they do have to last a lifetime. You can't trade them in for another one. These are some of our product categories. Is first of all, we're the leaders in glyconutrient technologies, in real health nutrition. We have super brain food and cognitive function products, anti-aging and glyconutrient infused skincare. We have the highest and purest quality of essential oils. We have an amazing proven fat loss system that gets phenomenal results. And one of my favorites now is we have the healthiest, most complete coffee in the world. And so really what you do as a Manatech associate, you can choose the products that you're passionate about and then share those with others. So I don't know about you, but when I was working at a job, I wondered sometimes if what I was doing was making any difference to anybody. But as a Manatech associate, every single thing that we do makes a difference. Did you know that there's over 5 million children that are dying every year of malnutrition? And at Manatech, because of the phenomenal technologies that we have, we say that that is unacceptable, and we're doing something about it. So we have an organization called M5M Foundation, which is our charity arm that we are supplying with every $100 worth of orders. M5M supplies a month's supply of nutrition to a child in need. And in 2016, we provided daily nutrition to over 100,000 children. That's over 36 million servings, thanks to all of our consumers. So, you know, it's really fulfilling to know that what you're doing to take care of you and your family and make a lifestyle for yourself is also making a difference for kids. So let's look for a minute and see how we're doing on how Manatech is stacking up on the criteria so far for a good company. We're leading in the major trends, definitely there, expanding globally. Products you can definitely be proud of that are backed with guarantees and science. Are they in demand and consumable? Yes, and you can make a difference in the lives of children. So let's look at the last two now. My favorite, can you create ongoing income, and is there training and coaching to help me? So here's our business plan. This is a super easy business plan for creating income. First of all, you want to use the products yourself. The more that you do, the more excited you're going to be and the more confident you're going to be in the products, and you'll be able to share what you found with others. So then you want to introduce our technologies and our products to at least 5 customers who all purchase at least $100 a month. Now, on average, our customers' orders are about $170 a month, so $100 is pretty easy. Then you want to invite 2 people who are ambitious like you are and want to join you in the U economy and maybe break free from their 9-to-5 job or just make some extra income. And we're going to teach these people how to do the same thing that you've done. So these are our associates, or you could call them your customer getters. And so you're going to get 5 customers and 2 associates, and that's called a pod. And we just keep doing that over and over again. So here's a way that you can start earning $500 a month really quickly. Now, we already talked about a way that you can save about $500 a month with just the tax savings from a home business. So let's look now at how you can actually make $500. So here's, for most people, $500 a month would make a big difference in their life and their budget. So that's kind of our first goal to help you do. And so using our awesome tools and websites that I'll talk about in a minute, we're going to support you and train you to help you find 5 customers. When you get 5 customers on an auto order, then you're going to earn, and they're all ordering $100 a month, you're going to earn a $75 personal auto qualifying personal bonus. Then we're going to help you to help those associates that you enrolled to each get their 5 customers and earn their personal bonus at $75 bonus as well. And then at that point, you're going to have a team bonus of $300 more, plus your other bonuses is going to amount to about $500 a month. So of course, you know, the more passionate you are about the products, the more you're going to be able to have personal experience with them. But I have to tell you, in most companies, there is a requirement that you purchase products for yourself. But in Manatech, That is not a requirement. So if money's tight for you, you can get started and just start sharing with customers and getting customers enrolled and on automatic order. So after your first $500, then there are stair steps at little small increments to achieve more and more as you continue to build. Now, this is just an estimated monthly income potential at each step as you're creating more and more sales volume. And these numbers are approximate. You can get more details from our compensation booklet, which is available online. But of course, the way that you earn is going to be based on the amount of products you sell and is totally dependent on your efforts and how much of your time that you invest and your markets that's available to you. Manatech doesn't make any guarantee of your earnings, but this is just to show you some potential. And I know that these are very doable. I've been through all these, and a lot of the people on the call have been through all of these levels. And it continues on. This isn't where it stops. The sky is really the limit to what you can create as you get into the leadership levels of presidential, bronze presidential, silver, and on up. And as you're looking at those amounts, realize those are estimated monthly incomes. And it's really pretty exciting that you really have the potential to create whatever you want. We worked this business in our spare time for the first 2 years. And after 2 years, we reached the presidential level. And I actually got to retire from my job. My husband and I were able to work from home then and continue to build our business to a monthly income that the average person makes in a whole year. So I'm glad that we didn't use the excuse of being too busy back in the beginning when we saw this, because even though we were busy, we found time to work our business in our evenings and weekends to really gain the financial freedom that we wanted. And so, talk about ongoing income. We are still earning income every month off of orders from customers that we enrolled back in 1998. So that's pretty amazing what you can do. So if you'll indulge me for just a couple more minutes, I want to show you some of my family photos. And these are actually, once you join Manatech, you become part of a big family. And in addition to changing your lifestyle and creating a lot of income, look at the fun that you can have. Manatech takes us on amazing travel incentives, and you'll get to make great friends as you travel to lots of exotic places around the world. The company has sent us on all expenses paid trips to the Bahamas, to Alaska, to Jamaica, to South Africa, to Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic, to Mexico, Bermuda, Malta, London, Germany. We have a CEO. You can see his picture over in the middle on the left. That's at a dance in Mexico. But we have a CEO that loves to have fun, and he's the best CEO in the industry, Al Bala. He makes sure that we have a lot of fun as we build our businesses. So next, we're getting ready to go to Puerto Rico in just a few more months. So once you reach the silver presidential level, the company also sends you on a trip to Hawaii every January. And we have been going to Hawaii every January for the past 17 years now. And we live in the Midwest, so Hawaii looks pretty nice in January. The company treats us like royalty. They take us on fabulous dinners, to luau's, whale watching trips, snorkeling. It is a ball, and we would love to have you come and join us there as well. So another thing is that, in our regular jobs, you don't really get a lot of recognition for a job well done. But at Manatech, they love to celebrate with us as we achieve new goals. And there's recognition for top business builders, for Rookie of the Year, top enrollers, and each rank that you reach, the company will celebrate that with you and recognize you. If you want to succeed, they want to help you, and they're going to help you reach for your dreams and goals. So by now you're probably thinking, wow, this sounds kind of like fun, but you're wondering if you can do this, if this is really something you can do. So let me ask you a question. Can you send a text message to a link to your personal web page, or can you send an email to someone with a video? Or can you send a recording of this webinar to somebody? If you answered yes to those, then you qualify. You can do it. And you know what? If you said, no, I don't quite know how to send a text message, we can even teach you to do that. So we can help you. You qualify. So, plus you're going to get a virtual coach right on your phone. You'll have social media training. You get corporate trainings and support, and then you get us. We do weekly team Zoom training meetings online, and we give lots of business tips and encourage you. So we're going to believe for you until you get the belief, and we're going to help you with tools and coaching and inspiration. So you can absolutely do this. So now if you're thinking, okay, I'm ready to get started, here's what you do. You can get started right away just by registering for $49 with our business pack. And this pack is going to give you a getting started manual, 3 months of our premium business tools, which include your back office and all kinds of reports, Manatech Plus app, which with personal web pages that you can use from your phone, your iPad, or your computer. So your business can actually go with you everywhere you go. If you've got your phone with you, you can do your business and you can share with others. So in addition to the business pack, though, you're going to want to choose a value bundle of the products that you're most interested in. And if you're really serious, what I suggest you do is that you purchase a bundle from each category so you become familiar with all of our products. But if you don't see yourself as a Manatech associate yet, maybe you still got some questions, I would encourage you to enroll as a preferred customer so that you can experience the products and purchase the products for the lowest price possible, and there's absolutely no obligation. Couple that with our 180 days satisfaction guarantee, and there's really no risk, so it makes perfect sense. But if you're one of those that's ready to break into the new economy and you're seeing how it could actually be possible to be a business owner and have the tax deductions and earn income and reach your financial and lifestyle dreams for you and your family, then I want to encourage you to get started now and get your business pack working for you right away. So I don't overthink this. I'll tell you, when my husband and I got started, it was the best decision we ever made, and it could be for yours as well. So, get back to the person who has sent you to this webinar tonight and let them know that you're ready to get started. And whether you want to earn an extra $500 a month, a week, or a day, we can help you do that. And we want you to have a fabulous future and join us as we expand all around the globe. So thanks for being with us tonight. It's been fun sharing with you, and get back with the person who invited you tonight, and let's get started. Good night.